and welcome to this new episode of Health by M, the podcast with me, Mathilde. This week, I am sharing a health guide that I am so excited about. I absolutely love to travel, and you seem to really like my travel guides, which is great fun as I love to create them. And for those of you who don't know, I have been a freelance travel writer for almost 10 years now, and I've been writing articles for Vogue Scandinavia, as well as Hip and Healthy, and it's really something that I love to do as I enjoy traveling so much, and I think it's so important to have a little schedule of great spots to visit when I'm away. And one of my very favorite places on earth is Cape Town in South Africa. I came here for the first time almost 10 years ago, and I fell in love immediately. After that, I've been back several times, and I was there for a month last time I was there, which was pretty much exactly 2 years ago now, I think. And my mom was just there too, actually. And even though I'm currently enjoying Mexico so much, the photos she sent me looked amazing, and I can't wait to go back to Cape Town soon again too. I really hope that one day Cape Town could be a second home for me, and I am definitely wanting to, in a dream world, having an apartment there, warehouse to go to every winter. That would be incredible. Anyway, one of the reasons why I love Cape Town so much is because there really is something for everyone. Whether you want to relax on the beach, go hiking and explore beautiful nature, go on wine tastings, eat great food, go shopping, work out, and so on. There is so much to do there. Also, the weather is incredible as it is sunny and warm almost all year round, apart from their winter, which is around June, July, and August. And it's not humid, so it's just a perfect climate where it's warm but not too sticky and hot. Also, I kind of love the fact that the ocean is cold. And yes, it can be really, really cold. But since it's so hot in the air, it just makes it refreshing, I think. I also love cold baths, so yeah, I think it feels so good to go in the ocean there. But again, be prepared for that it's going to be really cold if you are used to warmer temperature in the water. And of course, what I also love about Cape Town is that there are so many amazing health-conscious places. So it's perfect for all of us who love to live a healthy lifestyle when traveling as well. So I'm going to share some tips and talk about my favorite places in Cape Town so that you know where to go on your next visit. So to start and where to stay. I usually try to stay around Sea Point, Bantry Bay, or Clifton when I'm in Cape Town, and I really think those are the best spots. Camps Bay is also nice, and the gardens can also be a good option if you can't stay closer to the beach. But yeah, my number one spot is definitely Clifton, and that is also the name of the best beach there. My favorite beach is Clifton Second, and for those of you who don't know, there are 4 different Clifton beaches, so yeah, the favorite of mine is Second, which is the one I recommend you to go to. You can rent sunbeds and umbrellas on Clifton Second, or you can also bring your own. And in terms of accommodation in this area, I really think the best option is to rent a house or an apartment. 2 villas that I can recommend in this area is La Baia, which is in Camps Bay though, and then Azzaro Villa, which is on the other side of Lion's Head, I believe. But yeah, those villas are really incredible, but you can also find great options on Airbnb. That's what I've done a few years ago. I found this beautiful place. I don't know what it was called though, but it was in Clifton, right by the steps for Clifton Second. So yes, just go to Airbnb would be my recommendation and look for villas and apartments in this area. But if you're staying at hotels, I can recommend Mount Nelson Hotel, which is the famous pink hotel in the city. You also have Pineapple House Boutique Hotel, Gorgeous George, Pod in Camps Bay, Kensington Place, Noah House, or Dorp Hotel if you want something really cool with a stunning view of Table Mountain. But yeah, those are some really good hotels, so write those down. I also believe that there is a one and only hotel that just opened, or maybe it was a year ago now. And I haven't been to this one, but I would love to check it out next time. Then outside of Cape Town, in between Parle and Stellenbosch, out in the winelands, you find one of the most magical hotels I've ever visited, which is Babylon Storn. And this hotel is just incredible, and it's more like a whole estate where you find villas, gardens, and they make their own wines, their own food, soaps, and so much more. I have stayed in their villas twice, and it's been such an incredible experience both times. It's, yeah, the most incredible, beautiful place, and you have to visit it. You don't have to stay there, so you can just come for the day, which is great, because I believe it's quite pricey to stay there. But yeah, I definitely recommend you coming here for the day and visiting the vineyard and just other really nice wine tasting places around Stellenbosch if you are in Cape Town. That's definitely a 1 day trip that you should schedule in. And even for someone like me who doesn't drink, it's such a fun experience as the landscape is so beautiful and there's a lot of amazing food to try. I believe there are some vineyards where you can do chocolate tastings as well. So there's so much more to enjoy in addition to the wine. So definitely do a little wine tasting tour if you are in Cape Town and just want a nice 1 day or even 2 days trip. And then in terms of other little trips and excursions to do while in Cape Town, you should definitely hike up Lion's Head. And the trick here, in my opinion, is to do it super early in the morning. And when I say super early, I mean really early, like start around 5 or even 4:30. Otherwise, it gets so hot, and even though you might like to sleep in, I would say hiking up Lion's Head, it's not really an option after breakfast time because it's not going to be that much of a great experience. It's a bit of a hike and trek, even climb. So make sure to have good shoes and clothes on, and don't be afraid of heights because it is quite high up. I mean, there are kids walking there, even dogs, but it is definitely a steep hike and it's high up. So yeah, also make sure to check the weather before so you don't get up and it's cloudy. That happened to me the first time and I couldn't see anything, which was pretty sad because that is like the whole point of the hike and going up there. The view really is incredible, so you want to stop there and take some photos and maybe have a snack and so on. And also, it's really pretty to watch the sunrise when you walk up, which is another reason for doing it so early in the morning, apart from escaping the heat that comes later in the day. Then you can also hike up Table Mountain, but I would recommend taking the cable car instead, as I believe that hike is very long. And then, moreover, you should definitely drive through Chapman's Peak and stop at Hout Bay, which is a cozy little harbor town. And then, of course, go and visit the penguins at Boulders Beach. You can also drive to the very southern tip in Cape Town, which is a beautiful area. But yeah, the penguins would be my biggest recommendation. They are so cute and it's so fun to go there. And a tip is to visit the actual beach where you can swim with the penguins too, and not just to go to the little lookout area. And you find that beach if you just continue to walk on the path beyond the little deck where you just look at them. So yeah, you can always ask at the little reception and information area there by the penguins. But yeah, definitely check them out. They are beyond adorable and you would not regret this. Even if you're an adult, I promise you, you will really enjoy them. And then Landnunno, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think it's pronounced Landnunno Beach, is another beach a little bit further south from Cape Town. And it's really beautiful. You also have Noordhoek Beach, which is stunning, and also Muizenberg if you want to surf. In addition, if you want to do a longer and really unforgettable trip outside of Cape Town, I can really recommend going on a safari. The one I have been to, though, was in Johannesburg and in the Kruger Park. It was amazing to see the wild animals there. I know there are good safaris closer to Cape Town, though, but yeah, regardless, that will be a bit of a bigger trip and it might take a couple of days. I just wanted to quickly interrupt this episode and share an offer from Sakara. And as a new customer, you get 20% off your first order if you use the code XOHealthByM, which is amazing if you want to try this brand but haven't yet. I am such a big fan of Sakara and I love both their amazing products and meal programs. The product I'm loving a little extra at the moment is their Metabolism Super Powder, which I add to smoothies, hot chocolate, or chicory lattes, and when baking. It tastes so good and it helps curb sugar cravings, it supports a healthy gut, it eases bloat and supports digestion. So don't forget to use this code and shop through the link I have provided here in the show notes and you get this amazing discount if you want to try this incredible product or anything else from Sakara. And by using this code, you also help support Health by Emma, the podcast, as we earn commission. In addition, I just wanted to share a little code to offer anyone interested in trying my membership platform, The Retreat, a little discount. You find healthy recipes, meditations, Pilates classes, yoga, rituals, hypnosis audios, schedules, challenges, manifestation practices, and a lot of other content on this platform and within the membership. And the purpose of all this content within Holistic Health is for you to create your own routines and retreats. We also share new content weekly and we add new challenges, routines, and retreats every month so that you can follow and get some inspiration and motivation to your healthy lifestyle. So if you want to try this out, you can use the code podcast and get 20% off any membership. You always have a 7 days free trial and you find the retreat on healthbym-theretreat.com. Now let's go back to the episode. Then, in terms of more relaxing things to do, I can highly recommend the amazing spa, My Thai Spa, where I have had one of the best massages in my life. They also have facials, mani-pedis, and much more. So definitely book a treatment there if you can. They have won awards and prizes, and you definitely understand why when you go there. So that's a big tip. Also, I've tried acupuncture at Dr. Zhang and Dr. Lee, who are said to be some of the best in the country, and they have a practice in Rondebosch. I did a treatment there that helped me so much with my sleep, and I got these little seeds taped onto my ears, which really helped so much actually. Then you have to visit the Orange Sicht. I'm not sure again how to pronounce that, but I think Orange Sicht. Yeah, let's not try that anymore, but I'm going to spell it out in the show notes so you can find it. But it's a farmer's market that's on the weekend, and that is such a fun little activity to do. You find lots of fresh fruits, vegetables, and foods there, as well as honey, spices, homeware, even clothes, and lots of other amazing things. So make sure to book that in too. And it's nice to walk there along the Sea Point Promenade. So if you want a little walk in the morning on your way there, definitely combine those. And then 2 stores you can stop at on the way there, because they are in the waterfront shopping mall. The stores are Faithful to Nature and Wellness Warehouse. And they are such amazing health shops where you find lots of organic products like kombuchas, toxic-free beauty products, CBD-infused teas, gluten-free cookies, and much more. So yeah, these stores are heavenly and like no other health stores you've seen. They are incredible, and you find Wellness Warehouse in several places in the city, but I do think it's the only location for Faithful to Nature in this waterfront shopping mall. And you also find other great stores here. One called Rain, where you find beautiful soaps and creams. Another lovely store next to it is where you find the most amazing candles. And then just to mention a few other great stores, Blink and Mash in Sea Point are amazing. You find beautiful ceramics from Wonky jewelry, home decor, clothes, incenses, and much more there. I also like to do a mani-pedi in the shopping mall in Sea Point, just across from these 2 stores. And they have several spas on the upper floor here in this shopping mall. right, and then on to workouts. What I love the most is to start the day with a walk or run along the Sea Point promenade. This is such a lovely start to the day, and you see a lot of people here early in the morning. So I can definitely recommend you doing this. So you can walk either towards the waterfront shopping mall or towards Camps Bay, and it's such a beautiful walk. It's so nice to walk by the ocean, and yeah, the view is just incredible, especially when you walk towards Camps Bay. It's so beautiful. So definitely make sure to do this if you can. And then there is an incredible yoga studio in Sea Point called Awake Yoga, and I loved Justine's classes here when I was there last time. Another yoga studio where you have hot yoga classes is called Yoga Life, but that one is in Greenpoint. Then one studio you have to try if you're into Pilates is the Movement Lab in Sea Point. The Pilates classes I took there were incredible. They were really tough but so fun. And they have bar, mat Pilates, and reformers. So definitely check those out. I can highly recommend this studio. And last but definitely not least, some favorite places for healthy and delicious foods. An incredible spot for breakfast, or actually any meal, but they mostly serve breakfast foods like smoothies, juices, avocado toasts, and so on, is Nourished. They have the best smoothie bowls in town, in my opinion, and I usually go there pretty much all the time. I love their acai bowl, their green smoothie bowls, the Naughty Nutter bowl. I also love the Green Goddess juice or the Tutti Frutti juice if you want any tips on what to order. So this place is incredible, and I also love how they infuse a lot of adaptogens and so on. So it's really healthy food next level, if you know what I mean. So this is a must if you're into healthy and delicious smoothies, juices, and so on. Another favorite is Schechtter's Raw, and I always get their flapjacks, overnight oats, their juices, and their healthy Twix treat, which is, oh my god, it's beyond delicious. You have to try that. Everything here is so good, and I can highly recommend a visit if you are into healthy foods. Another great and healthy lunch option is Snoo, I think that's how it's called. It's spelled N-U with the 2 dots on top. But yeah, that's great for lunch, as well as the Electric, the Strangers Club, and Our Local. I also think these are great places for work, so you can definitely bring your computer and sit here and work if you have to. Then you have, oh gosh, another name I can't pronounce, but I think it's called Hemmelhuis. It's an incredible restaurant with lots of delicious dishes on the menu. This is a really nice place. It's perfect for a little nicer lunch. So I wouldn't go here with my computer. I would even maybe dress up a little. They also have a super cute guest house out in Jonkmanshof, I think it's called, where you can stay and visit. And then additionally, my favorite restaurant is called Between Us, and the food here is amazing. Go here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, honestly, and you won't be disappointed. I promise you. This is such an amazing place, and I can't recommend it enough. The food is beyond delicious. I believe I had the burrata there like 10 times last time I was in Cape Town. So yeah, everything is incredible. Another nice restaurant I like to go for dinner is Kloof Street House, and also Asuka and Thali, which is an Indian place, and then Nobu. You also have another great restaurant called Crofter's Kitchen worth checking out. One place I haven't been to myself, but that my mom just visited, is called Pajamas and Jam Eatery. And she said it was one of the best breakfasts she's ever had. And the photos she sent me looked incredible, so I'm definitely going there next time too. And of course, there are many more amazing restaurants and cafes here, but these are some favorites and the ones that I can come up with that focus a little bit extra on healthy and or plant-based foods. And with that, these are the places I can recommend in this little Cape Town guide. I hope you got some inspiration and tips for your next visit. And as I said in the beginning, Cape Town is the most magical place. I can definitely recommend everyone going there. I even hope to live there part-time in the future because it's so amazing. But one thing I do want to mention, though, that many people ask about is if it's safe. And I would say it is, but you don't really go out when it's dark anyway. And if you do, you should go by car, either by an own rental, or you should take an Uber between, for example, the restaurant and where you live. Then I got food poison once, which wasn't fun, and I was sick for some time. So it's always good to be careful when it comes to the food you eat. I haven't been sick at any of the restaurants I recommended here though, but I also use a lot of hand sanitizers all the time. I would never eat any street food, like no matter where I am going. I'm very clean, and I don't want to jeopardize when it comes to the risk of getting sick from food. You can also take a dose of Dukoral, I think it's called, before you go if you want to be on the safer side. So yeah, just be careful and mindful like you would in any place, to be honest. And again, maybe don't walk outside with too many expensive belongings in the evening and so on. But again, that's not really about Cape Town, in my opinion. It can be in any place you go to. Just be mindful and careful. And then another thing I just want to mention is that it can be difficult to watch the poverty in this country. At least I find it really hard sometimes. But it really encourages me to make a difference in the world and to be able to contribute and help as much as I can. So if you go, I also encourage you to look up ways to help the local communities and, for example, schools and so on. Because even though there are all these luxurious hotels and amazing restaurants and so on, there are still a lot of people here that need help and support. So yeah, I just want to end with that we can all try to find ways to support this amazing place if possible. So with that, I will end this episode, and I hope you enjoyed this health guide to Cape Town. I hope you have a wonderful time if you go, and don't forget to send this episode to anyone you know is going to this magical place. All right, have a great rest of your day and take care.